Chapter 9. You know, a lot of times we get confused with what it means to be in the spirit. When we begin to talk about spiritual things, a lot of believers are not aware, are not knowledgeable of spiritual things, because not necessarily because we are ignorant, but because we are not taught properly. Yes, in a lot of cycles, these things are not taught. You don't expect a believer to go out and start healing the sick and raising the dead if he is not told that he has that ability. Every setting, every denomination, you discover that they excel more in the aspect of spiritual emphasis that, or in the teachings that is being emphasized in such circles. So if you are in a church or in a denomination where the emphasis is on faith, you discover that the members are exercising faith more often than normal, and faith becomes a normal habit they practice for some. Why? Because they are being trained in the line of faith. If you are from a cycle where healing is emphasized so much, you discover that members or people in that cycle, they easily lay hands on the sick. Why? Because they are being taught. But you see, most of the times we don't really talk about the realm of the spirit or spiritual things, and believers are oblivious to all of these things. If I say now you can journey in the spirit from here to there, or I begin to say some things, some experiences of people that have tapped some things in it, you discover believers that go to church every day, born again, tongue talking, firebrand, scripture quoting believers, will go to the comment section and make a joke out of it, or they will assume it's a lie. Why? Because it's not common. And the reason why it's not common is because it's not taught. But when we begin to emphasize on all of these things, we discover that it becomes a reality. The reason why we are sin conscious is because every time we go to church, they preach about sin. Every believer knows about sin. They know what, you understand? So, the realm of the spirit is real. The realm of the spirit, these are spiritual realities.